we're doing our pre-show live. Welcome. We're having a good time. We just kind of got things set up, and I forgot to do my checklist, so I'm finishing it up right now. I'm pressing that record button. Do we have anybody online yet?
One.
I haven't seen Mike jump in there and say, "Hey." Let's see.
Brad at 9. Mike Gonzalez.
Oh, there's Brad. Hey,
Mike
hey, Michael. I think I owe you something, so we'll try to get that to you soon.
Gentlemen, who's he kidding?
Who's he talking to?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I'm doing like a combination of a couple Jeeps that I found.
All right, nothing like doing your homework right before you turn it
Seriously?
in. What's up, Jason?
It's like doing your math during math class.
Right.
I was always good at that.
Chris, dude, we've got a very important guest from California. Chris, just to let you know, this is the Jeep Life Podcast, not the Porsche Life Podcast. Your Forerunner kind of gets you in the neighborhood if you want to.
I'll drag a Porsche out to those trails any day of the week, but just gonna let you know,
Chris. I'll tell you what. I'll let you take my Jeep to the trails with Terry. You borrow that. I'll borrow the Porsche.
Oh, that
I'll
like
switch
that
up.
idea
I'll switch
better.
up for a weekend.
Dude, that Porsche is sweet.
Any Porsche is sweet in my opinion.
Just take the license plate off.
I've seen some not
Listen,
so
you're
sweet
talking
Porsches.
car guy. I will pretty much. I drive a Honda and enjoy it.
That's
Anything
true.
is fun for
That's
me.
true. Hey guys, just letting you know, this is our season finale, so it's going to be a big show. So if you get a chance, share this out with people. We'd love to have as many people as we can on tonight and get it in the ears of as many people as we can. I see Sammy there. Hey, Sammy, how you doing? Oh, you did. Were there any rocks on that dirt road, Chris?
We got it in the ears of a lot of people today.
We did. We did. Now we did some. I think I did 3 lives.
Yep.
Out today.
Yeah. 3. I saw 2.
I think I did 3. I probably didn't do it right.
I may have missed it. I was making cookies and beef jerky.
Well, I hear a voice over there. Do I hear somebody? Maybe not.
Should do.
Thanks, Brad, for at least tagging a couple people. I appreciate that. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Let's see. Make sure I get everybody. I'm saying hi to everybody. Yep. So far, I'm up. Hey, Jason, Matthew, Michael. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? Was Will with you?
What?
Oh, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll share this out on mine.
I shared last week. I'm out.
I get yelled at too much.
Plus, you have to finish your build over there.
Yeah, he's still doing his homework. Let's see. I don't even remember how to do this. Let's go here. Make sure we're on mute everywhere. I didn't do that part of the checklist at all, so make sure that you're on mute so we can. There we go. Oh, wait. Is this tonight? Hey, Ron, how's it going? Man, it was a good time today. I appreciate sharing that with you. It was a good time.
It's not me.
Not it.
Huh.
I don't even have it up.
All right, thanks,
Frank.
Melissa. Yeah, it must be Frank on that end. Matthew, yeah, we had a good time today. It was awesome. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Hey, Frank. Turn your phone. Oh, well, no, it's off of his phone. We need that. But you got some audio. You've got some audio coming through, so make sure that.
Yeah, I'm messing with it now.
All right, perfect. That's why we can't have nice things, people. Frank is why we can't have nice things.
You can blame me all you want. That's fine.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I think we might have figured it out.
All right, good.
Yeah. Oh, you're working on it. IT is working on it right now.
Perfect.
Wow.
Thanks, Troy. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, we'd love to have you come out and ride around with. I think, Brad, you're in New Jersey. Is that right? I think I remember correctly. I don't want to out you in your location specifically, so that people don't come and stalk you. But I think you're in New Jersey. What's up, Victor? How you doing? All right. I think I've shared it out a little bit. Perfect. I think we've got some people on. Yeah, our biggest crowd yet, which is awesome.
Woo!
So whenever you guys are ready, I'm going to hit that magic button. So I just need somebody to tell me to hit the button, and we'll hit it.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. All right, I'm going to hit the button.
No, don't hit the button.
Don't hit the button?
No. Wait, I got to make sure that we're good here on mine.
All right. We'll wait.
Do you still got the feedback or no?
No, it doesn't sound like it.
I don't think so.
You okay?
All right. You know what that means?
Can I hit the button?
Hit the button.
All right. I'm getting to hit it from people. All right. Hey, sub Stacy, I'm going to hit that button. All right. Hey, Sammy, can Bob actually remember that Jeep life? It's been.
Whoa, dude. What?
Or is
the
that
heck,
too soon?
man?
Is that too soon?
What the heck?
All right. I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to hit the. I don't know which one. I'm just going to hit it. All right. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jeep Life Podcast. We're a podcast. We celebrate that life and everything about our Jeeps. Man, what a year it's been. We are here with our season finale, and as usual, I'm joined by two of the people that helped make this happen. I've got the two coolest people in the room, and I've got a special guest on standby for us. So, Don, how we doing today?
I'm good. I'm kind of bummed.
Dude,
That's your
I
own
should.
It's your own
It was
fault.
absolutely was.
You
I'm
could have
like,
ridden shotgun with me.
I know.
Or me.
I know. And I was like, last night, I was like, you know what? I'm just not feeling it. I just it's Christmas. I want to spend time with the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did. But at the same time, I was watching the video today, and I'm like,
Man,
I wish I had my Jeep ready to go. My Jeep's apart right now, so I wish I had it.
Oh yeah,
That's normally my case.
I know that was. I'm shocked to hear that from you. Normally, I hear that from you.
Billy,
Wait, yesterday my Jeep was apart.
I know it was. And on the other mic is my good friend Bill, who I spent the day with, and man, what a day!
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot
I
of
had
fun.
A blast today, and may have had a little bit of a nervous breakdown at one point.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But
it was fun.
I want to bring up one of the guys who helps makes all this magic happen, and
Our special guest,
who man, we couldn't do what we do without him, because he is a support that
Oh, absolutely.
he doesn't happen.
Half the videos we post are of him.
I know. And so I want to bring on Frank, our driveway mechanic. Oh, there! Look down, everybody. Frank's there. Look down. I love it.
I just see my homework.
Yeah, you're doing your homework. Hey, Frank, how you doing, man?
Good evening, gentlemen. How are we doing on this fine and wonderful Sunday evening?
Man, I'm excited to have you here. Let me see if I can get you a little volume, because you were closer to the mic a minute ago, and now you're further away.
How about that? Is that better?
Oh yeah. Now I have
That
to
means he has
adjust.
to turn you back down.
Frank is the engineering nightmare. But
no, electronics nightmare,
right,
not
exactly.
engineering.
That's true.
nightmare.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. I can't deny that. I've told you the story. Anytime I come into close contact with any sort of iPhone, iPad, laptop, it just doesn't go well for me.
Yeah, I understand that. But you do it for a living.
That's really freaking cool, man.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, Frank. I'm like looking at the Facebook live feed, and it's us three, and then you're like perfectly placed right in between all of us, so it looks like it's a
That's
fourth seat.
It does look like a 4C. I could move it around if I need to.
Don't do that.
But I'm not going to move it around. But I wanted to have all of us here tonight, and with COVID, I didn't think it was appropriate. We were able to kind of space ourselves out a little bit, but Frank, it would have been really crowded. We'd love to have you here, but I love seeing your face on the video.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much for having me tonight. It's actually the second time I called in.
Yeah.
The first time when you were yelling at me about how dirty my Jeep was.
Yep.
And so now this is just as appropriate because, well, it's just the holiday season and we're all here. And
Yeah.
I'm happy to see everyone. And hey, let's have a great show.
Yeah, let's do. And on that note, since it is our season finale, I wanted it to be big and have the largest number of people that we've had, and we're killing it so far. For a technical note, I will have something available for download next week, whether it's a greatest hits or a best of, or maybe a surprise interview. I don't know, but as far as our here, this is the season finale of 2020, and we've got some exciting things happening for 2021. I'm excited to be out of 2020 and into 2021.
God, right?
Yeah. So let's since it is we're kind of a live show and we are a podcast, we have to pay the bills somehow.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that a little bit pre-show, because we want to make improvements to the studio. We've got ideas, and our lighting stinks because we're in a basement. Just flat out, we're in a basement, and you can see the glare on the back here. I want to get some good lighting and everything. Well, that stuff doesn't grow on trees, and I'm not a millionaire. I put every penny I can into my Jeep, and just like everybody else, right?
I bought another Jeep.
Right, you just keep buying Jeeps. Your driveway is like a used Jeep.
I sold one.
Yeah, exactly. You buy and sell in.
Bye puddles.
Buy puddles. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Where did it go to?
That didn't take very long.
No.
It went up to
Went to a good home.
Yeah, good home up in Toby Hanna area.
All right.
So it'll get some woods use. That's what it was bought. That's what the gentleman bought it for, was to take it out to the woods and have fun with it.
Cool.
Nice.
So
Excellent. But in the spirit of giving and getting, our new store is open, and we have all kinds of swag there.
swag.
I just
How about it?
got some new coffee mugs for the boys, and we're really excited about those materials. So go right now to the jeeplifepodcast.com, click on that swag button, go and buy some stuff, because we actually get a kickback from that. Shattered Dream Design. Frank's modeling one of our t-shirts. We appreciate that.
We got hats.
We got hats. I mean, everything's on there. I think, Bill has.
It's my greasy shirt.
It's his greasy Jeep Life podcast shirt. But get some stuff. I think we have some stickers on there. There's posters, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, so go buy some
bags,
stuff. Yeah,
aprons.
If you're want to give that holiday gift, get that in.
Scarf, isn't there scarves?
Scarves.
Yeah.
The
Those
scarf
are
is
real
nice. So do that. Help
we need
us
winter
out.
hats, though.
Or we might be getting a beanie. Who knows? With that, but we've been talking in the past couple weeks about the Wheels to Heal event at AOAA today, and
wow,
some of us got to get out and enjoy that.
Just wow.
There were a lot of people there, right?
Over 120 registration.
Yeah.
So like people with Jeeps
Yep.
came, 120 registrants, and it just. So we were talking to the gentleman that runs it. His name's Mike, and super nice guy. We were talking to him. He runs Apex Off-Road, which this event was put on by Apex Off-Road, and they partnered with Mission
First
20.
of all, what is Apex Off-Road?
It's just a Jeep club.
Okay.
It's an off-road club.
Where are they
really.
from?
New York area.
Okay.
Yeah. So they put this event on. They partnered with Mission 22, and originally they were supposed to have another event, but due to COVID and other things, that event was supposed to happen earlier in the year, and obviously it got canceled. So this was like they pulled it all together, and wow, just
and a great cause nonetheless.
right.
Nonetheless,
Mission 22 is awesome. They help support veterans returning from service and with PTSD, suicide awareness, and anything that these veterans need, which,
Sure.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
These veterans allow us to walk around free every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Awesome.
it was a good event. We were there, and then we struck out on our own.
Yeah.
Was it-
that was an option that they allowed, was
Yep.
that you could get a guide
Yep.
to go out with, or you can just kind of head out. And
Yep.
obviously we know the park very well.
Very well. And
Mhm.
you and I went out with Ron, and I don't know that I've ever wheeled. Frank, I know you've wheeled with Ron,
I've wheeled with Ron a couple of times.
and I know you've wheeled with Ron.
In the buggy too.
I've been at AOAA at the same time as Ron.
We've all been at the AOA at the same time
'Cause
as Ron.
he
practically
leads-
lives
he
there
leads-
during the summer.
He leads several of our groups for the club ride.
Right.
But I don't know that I've ever actually gone on a trail with him, and it was a blast. We had a great time.
Yeah.
I like to say that we did our greatest hits. We did.
I saw that. What was that software that you used to share it on Facebook?
Relive.
Relive.
That was pretty cool.
Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, I saw Dave Porzy do it. Good friend of the pod
Yep.
and guy who runs AOAA. I saw him do it, and I was like, I need that software in my life.
Yeah. It's just an
And
app?
It's an app. It's a
Right.
iPhone app. I don't know if it's available on other platforms. I'm sure it is.
Right.
But it allows you to do kind of a satellite run of the ride and follow basically follow the cookie crumbs. And if you take pictures at a location,
Throw 'em in.
it throws them in that particular location. It was really a nice. I like how it came out. I was surprised at how it worked. I know Neil uses it and Dave uses it, and there's a social aspect of it too. I can share it with Facebook or with friends that I've already connected on with there.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was really cool.
Now, would you use that? Would you use that in conjunction with like your Maprica, or would you use that instead of that?
I'm in conjunction because it doesn't have the trail maps.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it doesn't have the trail maps, but
Right.
I get it.
So Frank, I want to tell you something. I'm giving up on Maprica.
Oh, dude, you are having trouble with Maprica. I don't know what's going on with.
It says I'm on like the
What's-
other
what's the
side of
deal?
the park.
Yeah.
When I'm on the complete. Like,
So I have that same problem when I use my iPad. It is so inaccurate with my iPad. Even tagged up, like if I tag my phone up with my iPad, it is so inaccurate. Works great with my phone, but horrible with my iPad.
I don't know.
Well, iPad uses GPS, but the iPad, unless you have the cellular, the GPS isn't accurate within a meter.
Right.
Like mine has cellular, and so it's dead on the whole time.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So we need to figure out what's going on with yours. Or
But it says I'm like a mile away,
You're-
not a meter away.
you're
a
not even
meter's
cl-
3
you're-
feet, not 5,280 feet.
so
What phone do you have? That should be the first thing.
An 11.
I've kind of got it figured out. Frank is Frank. It doesn't matter what phone he has. If you've ever met Bill, he's scattered. So I think his phone is doing the same thing. He might be on Trail 12, but mentally He's about a mile away.
I'm over on Fern Ridge.
He's on Fern Ridge somewhere.
It's like fast forward. He's gone through Trail 12 already.
Yeah,
Over to
exactly.
Fern Ridge.
So I think his phone's doing the same thing. So
Actually,
figure that
Map
out.
just tells me where to go instead of me telling where I am.
It's like chasing the
that's
dot.
right.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch a ball. Woo!
So we started out our day on Barney Rubble, and that was awesome.
Oh, we had a good time.
We had a real good time on that. I
I
scraped
got
up
to
a
watch
lot of
live
rocks.
videos. I got to watch your live videos from work, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, so that new fuel tank skid plate has
It's earned its keep, right?
it's got some scars on it now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you were hung up on it, right? I mean, at one point in
yeah.
that video, it was hung up on it.
Yeah, I mean, I could back down.
Right, but it was laying up on it was high
Yeah,
centering on,
yeah.
on the skid.
So I high centered a lot.
I was thinking
of the
about it. I
skid
was
on
thinking his fuel gauge was going up every time he pull up on that rock. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pushing the fuel gauge right on up. But Barney Rubble is great.
So I don't know why we keep making this mistake of me leading.
It's
Because I'm on 37s,
yeah,
a little bit more left,
yeah,
and I had some difficulty going up a couple places, but it just required a nice bump to get up and over a rock. But then, everyone else is like getting hung up, and I'm like, crap.
yeah.
Going up Barney Rubble is not near. Barney Rubble's a funny trail. Going down is not too bad. And I think it's because there's it's a decent hill, but it's not too big of a hill. So you have control and you have gravity. Going up, it's enough of a hill to just give you some problems, and then add some leaves and some moisture in. And it looked fun though. I was like,
Yeah, and everywhere that there normally is running water when it rains, it was in full force today.
Yep.
It worked. I thought going up Barney Rubble was a little more challenging than going down.
Which we took the easy line too.
We did take the easy line, and next time we'll take the more difficult line. But it was I had a blast with it. We had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Maybe a nervous breakdown.
You had a slight one, and that's okay.
I got reeled off camber, and I am like one of those guys that can do 90 miles an hour down like the Hall Road, which is the access road to get out to the trails. Wouldn't care whatsoever.
But to put that JK,
you put me on an angle.
Yeah,
can't do it.
I mean, it was quite a bit of an angle, but you were going to be fine. We weren't concerned.
No, not
I've been with you and been concerned.
Right.
This was not one of those times.
No. And Ron's like, why? And I'm like, all right. He's like, you have that thing so built up. I'm like, yeah, you know how much money I got into that.
You just didn't want to put it on its side. Yeah, exactly. No, I get it. Then we did upper. This is the first time you've done upper anthracite.
Right, which it was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, it basically goes right up a creek bed, which is pretty cool. And we just zigzagged the creek bed all the way up. We survived, which then took us to Whiskey Ridge.
Which Frank knows Whiskey Ridge.
Whiskey Ridge.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That is my new favorite trail in the park.
Whiskey Ridge is pretty cool.
Oh, it's awesome. I
think I was talking to Eberhard likes that too.
I don't think he's been on it.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody recently.
I don't think he's been on it.
Oh,
Whiskey
Ron.
Ridge is one of the
Ron.
first
Ron.
blue trails. Whiskey Ridge is one of the first blue trails that Ron took me on.
Oh yeah,
So
he gave us the
definitely
story.
broke me in right.
Yeah, he gave us the story on that. And you were crying. I don't know. You're in the fetal position somewhere.
I heard that too.
Drive it home. You guys. I'm gonna take it to work. Forget it. You know what? It was tough. But I'm gonna be honest. Like green trails. I'm all for them. I've only been on a handful of blues so far.
Yeah.
And each one has dramatically increased the butt pucker factor. So I'm pretty much at the point where I think I can do not what was the other one, upper anthracite maybe.
Yeah.
Because now that I've done Whiskey Ridge, I've heard that Upper Anthracite is not as difficult as Whiskey Ridge. So,
I think it's more challenging than Whiskey Ridge.
Yeah, I agree. Because I think
so
Upper
I'm
Anthracite
screwed
isn't
no
that a
matter
black?
which way I go. So it don't
No, it
Or is it a blue?
Lower's black.
Lower's
Okay,
black.
So blue. So it's a blue. Whiskey Ridge is a blue too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Beeline, Brian Sterner, is what you're thinking of, which is right next. The entrances to Beeline and to Upper are right next to each other. Don't make the mistake in going up if you're not ready for it.
Next time, I'm going up.
Are you going up?
I want
All right,
to. I've walked
What,
like,
Whiskey or Beeline?
Beeline. I've walked half of it.
Yeah,
So if you walk it, it goes up and then comes back down.
it's a big loop.
It's a big loop, but like I've walked to the top of it, and it's pretty gnarly. Like the size of the rocks are about the size of small Volkswagens.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I
You
don't.
gonna take the buggy? You gonna do it with the
Heck
JK?
yeah. Buggy.
Yeah. But it was just an awesome day to be out there, and
A little cold.
it got cold after the first
Well,
couple
hold
hours
on.
were in the sun.
All right. Somebody forgot to fill their power tank.
Oh, this again? My tires got inflated.
Ron's tires got
A
inflated.
second Jeep got inflated.
But hold on, the guy that was putting on his JK disconnects didn't get his. Wait, oh, I got one tire inflated.
And then we brought out this little tire compressor, and it was about the size of this water bottle, and it was going. It was
And then it would overheat.
like
So
2
it would
minutes
turn
on,
off.
on 37s. 2 minutes in, it would turn off, and it would have to wait. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to put a power tank in the back of his Jeep. I don't
I'm
know.
working on it. All right.
Or in the back of his buggy that he can move to his Jeep when he takes his Jeep out.
I don't need a power
something
tank for
with
the buggy.
quick disconnects that can go between two vehicles.
Right. Well, you're right. You don't need. You just leave it aired down.
Eric actually asked me. He was like, "Why do you need a power tank?" And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, good point. It's just going on a
Yeah,
trailer.
right.
"Because why not?" But he's like, "You have onboard air through the air lockers too."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that little dinky compressor is
Hey,
not
just put
gonna...
put one of the ARB,
It has a single compressor.
put a
in it.
dual on.
Yeah,
And then
I
you can
can.
air up tires pretty quick.
But I don't need to air up a tire.
Not
Well,
on. Not on
goes
that.
on the trailer.
So, there's some problems with that trailering with low pressure tires.
So
They
yeah,
bounce.
It
I fill
bounce,
them up
yeah.
to like 15
Yeah.
psi when I put it back on the trailer.
All right. So that was our day out on the trail. It was, it was awesome.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. It wasn't
Somebody was tired and didn't want to come.
the only trail repair that we had to do.
Look, I told you
Was
guys
your-
in the beginning, I don't really like people. Okay, I do my
No,
best
you-
to stay away.
You spent quality time with your family
did.
and your kids.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
wanted to do.
important. That's
That's
important.
even more important.
That's what I wanted
It's
to do.
not more important. It is
No.
important.
No, I would.
Can we go with as important?
as
All right.
important?
And you
as
guys just
important.
lost the dice throw,
Yeah,
Sure.
right. Yeah, there we go.
coin flip.
But the
Trail repair.
trail repair. Oh yeah, you had to put your license plate bracket was just loose.
Right. So I guess the
Clip
You
a
didn't
tree
hit
or
it.
what?
No.
No, the screws like backed out. I guess all the vibration over time. I've never tightened it once, and I guess just over time.
And we didn't have
Epoxy that fucker on.
we didn't have a tool small enough and a little.
Yeah, Billy's smallest tool consists of like a crescent wrench that's like 16 inches long.
it was a 7 mil that like I have everything down to a 10 mil, and I'm
Yeah.
like 10 mil that you can take apart a Jeep with a 10 mil. Like,
Yeah. It was. We were going through everybody's toolbox, going what?
And you know what I fixed it with, Don?
What?
Terry's tiny crescent wrench.
Well,
The one that you put on your keychain?
yeah. Ron got it finger tight.
Yeah.
He, wore a blister on his finger, and then you finished it up with the
Yeah.
crescent wrench.
Which I couldn't even put the crescent wrench like sideways, like perpendicular to the
No,
screw.
because
I had to like go in parallel to it, like could barely turn it.
That's funny.
it's in bed.
Yeah,
in the
it
plastic.
sits
Sunks
down in
in,
the
yeah.
yeah.
So that was
It's
funny.
definitely a
That was-
socket and a
That was
quarter-inch
funny
ratchet
watching
deal.
him
Right.
do that. So now that our Jeeps are all dirty,
Mine's clean.
It's
now
not
that
really.
our Jeeps
No,
are
it
all
is.
dirty,
I washed it all the way.
how do you get your engine bay clean?
Oh,
We have a product review.
it's called Gunk, and this is a fancy little product. So I purchased this at.
It's also a breath freshener.
And if anybody's been around Don, you know that's definitely going to help, not hurt.
So it's Gunk Engine Degreaser. So I have two different products in front of us right now, as Don stole the other one. They offer a foamy version, which helps more with dirt and.
Oh, that wasn't loud.
Yeah. So the foamy version helps with cleaning out dirt, dust, and road grime. And then they have an original, which is like the universal grease and everything,
Oil, yeah.
dirt, oil. And then they have the heavy-duty engine degreaser, which is a heavy-duty gel, as it says, heavy-duty. Clings to eliminate baked-on grease.
Oh.
Sounds
What
like
if we
there's
could
some
use that
like
in the
fast
oven?
food places.
Yeah,
that
I was just
define
gonna
this
say, could we
stuff.
use that in the oven?
I wouldn't doubt it. But let me tell you, this stuff is awesome. I use it all the time when I come back from wheeling. Just read the instructions. I spray it on the
Let it
entire
foam.
engine bay. Let it foam up, or if you use the gel, you just spray it on. Let it sit for a good 10, 15 minutes. Make sure the engine isn't hot. You got to do it when the engine's already cooled down. And then you just I take a pressure washer, which you really shouldn't do, but oh well. They say just rinse off your engine. And if you have really baked on grease or really caked in mud, you can use like a brush to agitate the grease and mud off of surfaces. But let me tell you, this stuff it really cleans up
Yeah, your
an
engine bay
bay.
looks fantastic all the time.
And I opened my hood because I was just checking my air
Even
filter.
on the trail today, yeah.
Out on the trail, and Ron's like, "What is your engine like brand new?" And I'm like, "No."
Well, kind of
Well,
is.
it is kind of. But
it is the second engine in that Jeep.
It is the second engine in that
We're on
Jeep.
number 3.
Yeah. No, 2. But yeah, it works awesome. It cleans plastic really well. It cleans metal really well. And then also on top of it, they offer a shine product as well, so you can polish up the engine bay and make it all shiny and pretty for your car meets or Jeep meets or.
Oh.
Sounds like something I would use to prep my car. Not necessarily on the Jeep, but yeah, the
Right.
car will
But
look
even
good
with
that.
Your Mustang.
Yeah, well, lesser half.
Wow. You know what? I actually have a good idea for that. I'll tell you guys later. It's
All right, cool.
Perfect.
But yeah, so absolutely love this stuff. I would recommend it to anyone that was looking for a product to clean the engine bay.
Now you can get that at Advanced Auto, AutoZone.
Advanced Auto, AutoZone,
order
Napa. Order it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like you can pretty much order this stuff anywhere.
What is that, like $15 a can, or is it less than that?
I think you can. Sometimes they have deals, but I think max it's like $6.99 a can or something.
Really? Now, will a can last for a while, or
So I use a can on an entire engine bay.
all right? So
Like I empty a can,
okay,
but it works.
perfect. So $7,
Yeah.
you're clean till the next time you need to be clean.
$6.
$6.
$6.
Sometimes you find the like 2 for $6 or
Yeah, there's a $3 one here
that's awesome.
on Amazon, but
That's awesome.
Gunk's been around for a while too. I remember seeing that stuff in my grandfather's garage when I was a kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they make other products as well.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. There's like hand cleaner,
right,
and all that
hand
stuff.
cleaner,
Yeah.
to take the sticky stuff off from
I think they make my
stickers,
toothpaste.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get some because I know that my engine's looking bad right now.
Neil just said, I'm going to try it.
Perfect. And, Neil probably has more seat time than any of us.
Absolutely.
So that'll ring true. I want to hear what you think, Neil, and let us know. If you've got a product that you love and you want us to maybe try and stuff,
And review it, yeah.
shoot us an email.
Say, hey, try this out.
Yeah, info@jeeplifepodcast.com. And we'll
looking for a Super 44 to try.
right, yeah. Yeah, they're not buying it for us. You're going to buy it.
I'll try it.
Right, you'll try
I'll
it.
try theirs.
14,
I'll try theirs, yeah.
14-day return policy,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah.
I love it because you get to kind of make your vehicle shine like new and be the dream car that you wanted it to be. which is a perfect transition. You see how I kind of segued right in. It
I
was like
didn't
professional.
That
even
was
catch
pretty damn
that.
smooth.
Like professional.
Perfect.
We're
I think we
going-
need to start calling him DJ Smooth.
We're going right
Yeah,
into
yeah.
our dream build. Now, the way this worked is everybody got to pick what their dream version of Jeep would be, and so we all just kind of picked, and it worked out to where we all had our own version and wasn't overlapping when we had this discussion. And Frank was like, me, and I said, okay, then you do what I tell you to do, and so he did.
Terry, hold on. I got something for you. Hold on, ready?
No. Oh, yeah. Now I've got it. Now I have to make sure I have put the explicit on. But Frank, I love it.
What did he do?
He pulled out a bird and flipped me off. Well, actually,
Well, I'm trying to wait.
I was
till it
over at
catches
another
up,
screen
and
when
I'm
he
like,
did that, but that's
he pulled out his bad bird and
Bad bird. You know what?
his little bad bird. And anyway, so Frank, we assigned these, and Frank jumped on. I knew what he was going to pick. He wanted to do the JL.
Right.
Don, we got to hear a little bit last week that the JK is his guy, so he went with the JK.
I kind of built half. I bought kind of my dream build.
Yeah, so we put Bill on the TJ.
So I'm just gonna tell you everything in my new buggy. And,
Yeah.
and change a couple things.
What you would change about it,
Yeah.
make it a little bit better. And then I picked the JT because we've
Why
discussed
not?
this before. I really, really like the truck.
Mhm.
And when I get rich, I'm definitely in. So then we drew straws to see who would go first. And since Billy wasn't prepared, he drew the short straw.
I was prepared. I just didn't have like Don's
Yeah, he did.
preparedness of
Uh,
a spreadsheet with price calculations and discounts and the
I don't think anybody's
tools.
ever as prepared as Don. to
I
be
know
honest.
Dr. Bray over here is gonna enlighten us.
maybe I have no life.
Maybe. So go ahead, tell us about your dream TJ.
So Dream TJ, obviously, any year in of a TJ.
All right, time's up. My turn.
Right, because Don's gonna take the entire time.
His list is endless, really.
So obviously, I bought a 99 TJ. So I started with a 99 TJ. And what I would do is I wouldn't back half it. I would actually put in a full tube chassis inner cage
Yep.
that keeps the entire tub because
Okay.
I like back seat would be nice.
Yeah.
Not really, but
The thought of it would be nice.
the storage would
Yeah.
be nice and
Yeah.
and dry storage area. So put a full cage and tube chassis it. So link the entire frame up, build it all the way up.
Yep.
And then from there, I would stretch the wheelbase. So put,
Even
Hold
further.
on, 'cause-
Even further.
Because do you remember Billy set out some pretty definite rules, like definitive rules, not definite, sorry,
Bolt-on?
definitive. Yeah, everything had to be bolt on. So can you bolt that tube chassis together on there?
Oh,
Yeah,
he
can
did say
you?
he did say bolt on, didn't
The
he?
He
tube-
did
There
absolutely.
was no
chassis
no engine
bolted.
swaps,
No fabs.
No.
Yeah.
I
All right.
remember that too. So
All right.
Okay.
So let's go
All right.
back to what you have. And let's take that
Shit.
full
No,
on
go ahead.
chassis
Finish it
off.
up. Finish it
All
up.
right,
Because to be
so-
honest with the AI, broke a shitload of rules.
What do you got in yours? A 6'4" heavy?
We'll get there today.
Okay.
Something like that.
So are we gonna throw the rules out the window?
Yeah,
at
we're
this
throwing
point?
the rules out.
Okay,
Go for
cool.
it.
Done. So I want to stretch the wheelbase to obviously 110 inches. For this area, 110 is like a perfect wheelbase. So long arms, obviously, into Pro Rock Dana 60s, front and rear. ARB air lockers. So I currently have 488 gears. I would probably go to a 513 gear just to get more of a crawl ratio
Jesus.
out of it.
Gee, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
More of a crawl.
Yeah.
Dude, he puts it in the gear and the thing just raises
It lifts the whole side up.
with the brake. It's
So yeah, I would do a 513 gears. Obviously, super joints in the front, which is a 1550 U joint for the axle shafts, into Reed racing knuckles and Reed outer knuckles, and then drive slugs with Ultra beadlocks, which is Ultra is a beadlock wheel manufacturer company. They make awesome beadlocks, and then Trepidor 40-inch competition stickies because I love my tires.
You like those, huh?
I love them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
And then going back up the drivetrain, obviously 1410 U joints in the drive shafts, heavy duty drive shafts into an.
Now, here in building mine, I found something out. 1410s do not work with certain axles and certain case combinations.
Right. So basically, I would put the biggest.
Yeah, I think
joint.
I think 14. It depends what case you have in it. I think with your Atlas, you would be good with the 1410.
Right.
But if you're running,
Terry needs to stand up for a minute.
Forgive me, my hamstring is just
cramping,
cramped up on me.
Oh,
yeah. Oh
geez.
my god.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll continue.
Continue.
So I would actually go into an Atlas 4-speed transfer case with the 5-to-1, which actually gives a final crawl ratio of 10.31 to 1. Yeah, I want crawl ratio for days.
that's but you know,
You don't even hit a gas
But
pedal.
it's 4 speeds, so you got
Right.
high, low.
well, it
And
has two
then-
planetary gears, so you can
Right.
run it like one is a 4-to-1, the other is a 272-to-1, and then
Yeah.
you can run them individually, or you can combine them for like a 10-to-1.
So obviously, and then I would go into a stock trans and, well, probably a 4-liter supercharged
Okay.
because it's all bolt on.
Yeah.
And if I did a motor swap, it'd be a 5.3 with a Texas Speeds Stage 3 cam, headers, you know,
Okay.
the whole 9. That would be no supercharged.
Why a 5.3 and not a 6.0?
Because of just the weight. Just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's
Yep.
fair. I mean, your rig is already ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you just
sorry.
made it more ridiculous.
Sorry, I would put rear steering.
Of
yeah,
course
real,
you would.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, rear steer with so it would be a front 2.5-inch PSC double-ended ram, and then put
Rear.
the same thing in
Yep.
the rear. Which I would actually probably have also cutting brakes because why not?
Mhm.
I would have an automatic centering feature.
Yeah. Well, I think most rear steers do.
Most do.
Yeah, it has
some
a centering
don't.
valve.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what that would do is just basically you let go of the rear steer,
Yeah.
and it
centers
automatically comes
Right.
back
Comes
to
back to-
center.
right, yeah.
So you think if you run a rear PSC, do you have to run a second pump, or do they make a pump that's high enough volume to run them both?
So I did actually look into this. They do make a pump that runs high enough volume,
To run
however,
both?
to run both, but you need to have like a separator
Yeah. Right.
come right off. So
Right.
I think the easier way is to run 2 pumps, like basically
Mhm.
take out the AC compressor
right.
and put it in that spot. So you'd have 2 pumps. Although at the same time, I don't know, it would just see kind of how it ran and with 1 pump, and then if I
Well,
needed
the thing
another
is,
one.
usually you're not hitting the rear steer at the same time you're hitting. Usually, rear
Right.
steer is not a thing that you're hitting while you're moving.
Yeah.
You know, usually you hit it before you pick a
You
line.
turn it,
Yeah.
and then you kind
Hit
of
your
go
line
up it,
and- yep.
and then let it center.
Yeah, if you've ever ran a green machine with the rear steer.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love those things. I think Pod Life needs to be doing that this somewhere on some big
Yeah.
hill.
I know where
All of
one
us.
is. I know where one is. So you good?
You know, if you had this in a spreadsheet,
You'd know if it was good.
This would have won a little better.
I would actually go to 16-inch coilovers though, all the way around.
Oh, okay.
I would get rid of the air shocks.
Okay.
Just because air shocks are a little
They're plush. They're plungy.
not plungy. I've noticed that they get like sticky at points. Like they'll
yeah,
open
they
up
don't. Yeah, they don't.
and then you don't get any
yeah,
more out
it's not
of it.
linear.
And then it's
Yeah,
kind of
Okay.
bouncy.
yeah.
So a coilover is much more like
Controlled.
controlled.
Yeah. Throw that spring on there and that'll push it open when
Yep.
need be, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I like that, and use the weight of the vehicle and
Mhm.
the obstacle to compress the shock.
Yep.
All right. I'm in. You sold me.
Cool.
I'll let you have that.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Excellent build. Excellent
I
build.
like it.
I like it. I can't wait to go out with it next
And-
week.
Yeah, get started on it,
And-
please.
And PRP seats.
Yeah.
Because why not?
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Or Corbos. I don't know.
PRP.
Yeah,
It's-
PRP probably.
That's the
That's
least
my
important
opinion,
part of your
Corbo's
build.
No,
is-
it is the most important because
It's-
where
it's
do you
hold-
sit?
Yeah, I
If-
agree.
if you
It's
were-
important.
If you were driving it on 13-hour drives on flat ground and everything, sure. But now you're bouncing around. The rest of your rig is your seat.
I'm gonna end up in the passenger seat at some point.
Right. No
I'm
doubt.
hopeful. I'm hoping to end up in the driver's seat.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
some
know
point.
about that.
So I'm going to build my
Beat it up.
JT.
I asked for a deposit.
Yeah, I'll give you the deposit. It's going to be a check and it's going to bounce,
Great.
just like your rig.
Now, Frank and I, ours are probably going to be similar. We probably took different routes, but they're related. A JL and a JT are kind of related.
Can I guess the route that you went?
No.
Why not?
Okay.
You went more of an overland build.
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
That's actually surprising.
Yeah. I almost did.
Okay.
But I figured if I got this, then it would be. I don't want to say that it would be more for appearance. And
it better look huge and badass.
Right. It's going to look really badass, but I'm still going to use my JKU the majority of the time.
Okay.
It's
gonna be a garage princess.
It really is. You know,
Mall crawler.
it is mall rated. Let me tell you.
Kylo's a mall crawler to begin with, Frank.
Yeah. So I picked a 2021 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon.
What's the price tag on that?
Where I built it somewhere in the neighborhood of 58 grand.
Okay, so taking it off the lot.
Taking off the lot, 58 grand. It is going to be firecracker red. Surprise, surprise.
Hell yeah.
So it'll be
Wait,
matching sets.
What about that maroon red we
Nope.
saw driving back?
Why did they name it that Snazberry?
I don't know what
I like
it
that
is.
color, but
It
Snazberry.
is a nice
Come
color.
on.
No.
Kind of makes you giggle.
So I stayed with the 3.6 instead of going with the 3.0 diesel.
Right.
Because those are the only two options that are available on the
Currently.
If there had been the 4xe option available, I would have considered that.
What about the 392?
I would have considered the 4xe.
Oh.
I don't need the 392. I think
All right,
it's
hold on.
yeah.
Whoa. You don't want to be able
Depends
to
what you-
roast 40s off the line.
It depends what you're using it for. You know, if I were building a not mild rig, I'd say a little more than mild, and for trail running
Drivability.
and
too.
drivability, 4xe definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
The torque is there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Absolutely, and gas prices in the next year are going to be like $18 a gallon.
probably.
I'm just,
Right,
I'm
or-
just young and dumb.
I'll have
Yeah.
to ride my bike here.
I know, right? But I stayed with the 3.6 since that is what's available. I know that engine really well. It's a
I
great
do
engine.
too.
I know, right?
I think we all
Um,
do.
Yeah, at this point, we all do.
I did automatic because I'm about that lifestyle. I don't need to push in a clutch to prove who I am.
Why are you looking at me when you say that? What's
Because you're here and Frank isn't.
You can only look at me because the loaner Jeep was a manual. And what did I tell you, Don, when I saw you? I hated that friggin' manual transmission.
Really? You didn't like it?
Yeah. Oh, not at all, dude. First of all, I feel like just the shifter itself was just so sloppy, and like I would miss fifth gear. Like I couldn't.
What
do
year
it.
was
I
it?
couldn't do it. That was a 17.
Yeah, to be
That's
honest,
when they could. I like that. I like when they get real sloppy, like a big rig. I feel like I'm driving
I had a weird time getting into fifth gear on
Fifth
yours.
is weird in all of them because it
Yeah.
is not. It's just
not a
an
true
odd-
H.
Yeah.
It doesn't go exactly.
No.
It was kind of
it's-
weird. It was down
Yeah.
a little bit,
and it's
then
not
up.
straight from 6. It's
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
I give
Yeah.
you that, but you get used to it.
The automatic is the way to go. I decided to go with the 410 gears, just the amount of highway drive that I like to do.
And with that 8-speed automatic that's in
Yeah.
the new ones, the guys are. I mean, they're having no problem.
Yeah,
with
and
it.
it's got a 4-to-1 crawl ratio.
Yep.
Um,
4-to-1 transfer case.
Yep. So I'm good with that. Now I'm going to take my Kylo 2 and I'm going to drop it off at D'Antonio Automotive.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, Tony, I'm ordering the parts. You go get them and let's put them on. or have them delivered right to his house. I'm going with the Rock Crawler 3-inch Pro X No Limits lift. I think that's around $6,000.
Something around there.
But we've talked about it. I don't want to go to the sky with it, but I would like to. I think it probably net like 4 inches.
LCG baby.
But I really like the look of the Rock Crawler lifts. It's certainly got the beef for it, so that's the one I chose. And I'm going to be really bland. I'm going to get matching Quadratec Baja Extreme 2 wheels in that gunmetal gray, just like I have on my JK right now, because I love
Just
that
park
look.
them side by side.
That's all I'm going to do. I told you everything about this rig is for appearances. Everything.
He's making a his and hers is what he's doing.
And I'm going to raffle.
Hers and hers.
I am going to wrap this one. Well,
This guy's making a fist.
I'll hike up my skirt and jump on in.
You mean his and Lexi's?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
there you
exactly
go, there
right.
you
That's
go.
it.
There you go. There you go.
But I'm going to wrap these in 37 inch KM3s. So I did go a little bit bigger on
Cool.
these, because I think it just looks beefy on the JT. When
I know what else you'd be getting too.
when you put it. So with those 37-inch, I need to be able to get into my Jeep. So I'm going to put some Rock Slide Engineering side
Heck
steps
yeah.
on there.
There you go.
Which is part rock slider and part step.
And if you put them on a remote, you can ride them up as you get on there.
They have a stop feature.
You read my mind. I need an elevator to get into my Jeep. So
That'd be a pretty big Jeep.
I think that exactly, with a 3-inch
3-inch and 37s. That
yeah.
would be a stout
Big.
hop up in there.
and already the JT sit a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
So throw that in there. I would need a step ladder, or I'm going to need this step slider. So I've played around with Eric's enough that
And you got to wrap them in there like protective slide plate, whatever you want to call it.
and so I love it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going with Highline front and rear bumpers.
Okay.
I really like the quality work that they do, and those are built to just beat the shit out of the tree that I hit today. And
I hit that same tree.
we both hit that same tree. So I'm doing that, and then of course I'm going to finish it all out with the Alpine X409 WRA restyle unit and the full speaker complement.
Yep.
Built for the JT, and I did, when I built this, I want only soft top. We've kind of talked about that before. I love the soft top, so I'm going with that, and I'm doing the premium twill soft top. I'm not going to start out with the rink-a-dink soft top that I had before. I'm doing that premium twill, and that's my build.
Nice.
I like.
Would you do anything in the bed?
Sleep. Put dirt.
No, I actually looked at building the bed liner from Jeep.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play around with that, because I might. I thought about maybe doing an overland rack on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, a rear.
But then
rear
I'm like,
rack or something.
Man, I get hung up enough, with my top on my Jeep. Now I don't.
Okay.
I like the look of it, but I don't know that it's for me.
All right.
And so I was building this for me.
I always thought, like, you can. I'm waiting for somebody to come out with a nice fiberglass top for that. Like cap.
Yeah,
Seriously,
cap,
I think that would be pretty cool.
Old
I know
school
Yeah.
cap.
I think there is one or two.
There's one or
companies
two, but
that
I haven't
is
been able to
making
track
them.
it down. Like,
I saw a Gladiator with a soft cap on it,
All right, so that's
yes.
like a soft
Yes,
top.
I
cap.
now too.
and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
The way it looked.
Now, I
Oh,
think of
interesting.
fiberglass, real same color,
Yeah.
painted the same color, and then you could sleep in the back of it. You could throw gear in the back, whatever. You know, I think.
I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
all right. I'll look into that when I'm building this.
Okay.
And
So
I think the
that's-
fact that it's the same as Kylo would look pretty cool, because your driveway's perfect. The one side of your driveway is longer than the other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So the JT in that one, Kylo on the other side.
and I'll be
Kelly
happy.
parks across the street.
down the road.
Down the block.
I almost walked into your neighbor's house. I was parked up further than I usually was. I was just
Uh-oh.
strolling, thinking about
They're
my new
good people
Jeep.
too. They're good people.
Yeah, I had some coffee with them. They're nice.
So that's why you relate.
All right. Since the JT has come through, I've kept Frank waiting for a long
Jumping at the
time,
gun.
and he's ready with his JL build. And I think you are perfectly located to talk about this, right?
Yes, I am. I'm actually in front of the Jeep that I would build if I had the money and the means to do it.
I think you
So,
did build some of that, didn't you?
well,
Put
I've
it
done a
together.
little bit of work on this Jeep. I'll get to that later. But basically, when I chose a JL, I was thinking specifically of the JLU Rubicon.
Yep.
You know, it's a proven platform, the Rubicon. You know what Jeep accomplished with the JK, they capitalized on it and made it better in the JL. And of course, we know the Rubicon. You know, standard 44 axles, 410 gears, locking differentials, all that good stuff. We have all that stuff straight from the factory, and it's a highly capable factory off-road vehicle. But there's always room for improvement. Even though it's a $50,000 truck to begin with,
right.
you can always do more. So what I have behind me, if you could see it, I have the Rubicon. Now, the Rubicon is owned by my friend Dave. He started with a 2019 JLU Rubicon, and basically he did what I would do to it. So he has on it the Game Changer 3.5 complete dual rate suspension system with the Bilstein shocks, front coil correction pads, new front drive shaft, heavy duty drag links, heavy duty chromoly dog leg tie rod, steering stabilizer billet mount, front axle disconnect skid plate, front differential metal cloaks, front diff cover and skid plate, and their rear diff cover also. As far as this Jeep is concerned now, I've had the opportunity to work on this Jeep. I've had the opportunity to drive in the Jeep. I've ridden in the Jeep as a passenger, both on road and off road. Just this simple recipe, more or less, makes for something that's not only drivable, but also wheelable.
Yeah.
I would feel comfortable taking this Jeep out on any trail at AOAA, save for the, buggy only trails.
Upper tax bracket.
Well, basically, I'd feel comfortable wheeling the crap out of this thing for the entire weekend, and then getting in it and driving it out to Newark to work.
Yeah.
The next day.
Yeah.
I feel like it's built well. It's a very capable vehicle. Dave's also running on a new tires. He just got the Toyota Open Country RT 37s, and
they look fantastic.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Yeah, really, they do. You were talking about actually getting up inside this thing. Dave's just got the standard Ruby rails. If you look at the size, where this actually falls on your, I'm
mid-thigh,
almost 6 feet tall, and this is like mid-thigh to actually hop up inside this thing. So
yeah.
But a couple other things that are done to this particular Jeep. He's got the Smitty built 2.0 winch on the stock Rubicon front bumper.
Which the Rubicon bumper on
the
the
steel
JL,
bumper,
the steel bumper,
with
it's
the
actually
removable
modular
caps.
too,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
you can take off the
End caps.
end caps to make it a stubby bumper, which is
Yep,
awesome.
and
I think
that's
they make
exactly
don't they make a
what's done to
steer
this one,
attachment
dude.
or something?
They
for
do.
it? Yeah.
Does he have the stubby configuration?
He's got the stubby configuration,
Right.
and it's got the winch recessed in it right now. I mean, and it just looks really good, especially lifted up on the 37s like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wheeled
another
with Dave
thing-
this summer. It was awesome. He's got a real nice rig.
Yeah. Another thing is, speaking of the capability of this Jeep, we were at an event over the summer, and I seen this thing almost max out a flex ramp. I mean, that you're talking about fully, what was it, 96 inches up a flex ramp.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and
It's 114.
What
Well, you
doing?
need the wheelbase. You figuring out a score.
116. Yeah.
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 All the JKs and JLs are 116-inch wheelbase. So it's what 96 divided by 126 divided by 96.
What wheels are those, Frank?
So that's a 1,312 score.
Yeah,
he's
that's
running
high.
the
Wow.
what the tires you're talking about?
No,
No,
the
the
wheels.
wheels, those-
What wheels are they?
Brushed aluminum looking.
Pro Comp.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Is that their vintage series? That's their vintage series, I
believe.
think.
Yeah, the Pro Comp Series 69. Polished.
Yeah. That's
Ooh.
what I said for that I was just going to use on the Commander.
Yeah.
That's a nice wheel, and
It's a beautiful
that
wheel.
polished look
Yeah.
is like with that color blue is a
Yeah,
win
and then-
combination.
That's like the perfect wheel to put in a mall. Yeah.
Sorry,
Now,
Frank.
as far as motor and whatnot, this particular vehicle is running the 2.0 turbo.
Perfect.
Oh, it's got a
So-
soda bottle engine.
Yeah, listen, for a soda bottle engine, all right, Billy. I know you're not sold on the small displacement turbo.
Hey,
engines
I'm gonna
yet.
be honest. So getting into more rock crawling stuff, out west, all those guys run like 1.3 liter
Yeah.
turbocharged,
Mm.
tiny little, 4 cylinders.
Yeah.
They even
Mhm.
I've seen guys run like. Almost,
But that 2-liter is no
yeah,
no slouch.
joke.
It's
So-
almost hard to tell the difference between a 3.6 and that 2-liter.
So when they first came
Well, yeah,
out,
'cause-
I had to give crap
Yeah.
because
and the
Yeah,
gas
right.
mileage is actually
Right.
a bit better with it.
Well, that's what I was getting at, is the fact that when you're driving this compared to driving a 3.6, you don't really feel much of a difference. And if anything, this thing has a little bit more pep off the line.
That's
mean,
what I
you don't
heard.
get any turbo lag because
Yeah.
it's a twin scroll turbo,
Right.
and it still pushes, I think, 20 or 22 pounds of boost.
Nice.
it's a lot of boost.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, I believe this one will get 20 to 22 miles per gallon on the highway, even running on 37s.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So
Yeah.
when we're talking about dream builds, this is basically it for me, because it's capable, it's it looks great, capable off road and livable on road.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's the Rubicon and it also has that one touch power sliding roof,
Yeah.
the
That's
heated
nice.
seats, upgraded stereo, all the creature comforts that you're not going to get it in a buggy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Frank, I'll give you one more thing that you would probably add to your list.
Mhm.
PSC big bore hydro assist
With the steering for that
Perhaps.
37.
for the
Yeah.
steering for the
Yeah.
37s. That's probably the only thing that.
Yeah.
would-
Because that has electric steering on it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
electric
Yeah, it does.
assist, and they get a little bit,
So it's not really it's hydraulic,
but it's electric.
but it's an electric motor.
It's an electric assist for the
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
how it builds
they're
pressure.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's less residual
Right.
loss or whatever.
Well, it's less draw on
Less
the motor.
parasitic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Draw on the motor. Right.
Dude, so my only question left is, would you stay with that blue, or would you go with would you go back to white?
You know what?
Or black.
You know what I would do, honestly? Gray.
You do
I
gray.
would go with the
The-
gray.
The
All right.
gunmetal gray or like the
Stingray.
silver
Stingray
gray.
gray.
Stingray?
Like the Stingray gray.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Yep.
a nice color too.
I like
It is.
I like
color.
that blue though. I'm telling you that.
That blue
Dave's
jumps.
Jeep. If I
No,
were to
this
do
blue
it,
is sharp. It really is.
Yeah, man, if I were-
and
if
the
I
fact that my wife has a blue Jeep weighs no bearing on my decision to not buy a blue
Yeah, but it's a
Jeep
different
ever in my
blue.
life.
It is a different blue. Yeah.
that is the Jeep. If I did a JL, that is it. I
Yeah.
think that for me, that is the perfect Jeep.
I think Dave has done it
Yeah.
right with that,
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
I think that's a great
Yep.
vehicle, and
Yep.
it's good to see that behind
Yep.
you, Frank, to kind of
Jealous that
strengthen
that
your.
fits in his garage.
And I just
Yeah.
want to say thank you very much to Dave and Melissa for having me over today. It's great to be a part of this, and we have so many good friends that all own Jeeps, and
Yeah.
we had the opportunity to wheel with everybody,
Yep.
and pick each other's brains and whatnot. And when you see something as cool as this, I mean, I've been drooling over this Jeep since I first laid eyes on it. You know?
Yeah.
To actually have the opportunity to work on it, drive it, hang out with the owners, talk with them, I just it's the community, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like one big
100%.
family.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Exactly.
Literally,
Yep.
you guys, over
Yep.
the past 2 years of
Yeah.
the club and this and that, getting to know you guys. I mean,
There's a
it's-
really good core in this club.
Yeah.
We're lucky.
And it's that Jeep life. And Frank, man, you do a lot for that Jeep life. And we
Yeah, he
don't
does.
say enough.
No.
You're
How
killing
many,
it,
how
Frank.
many vehicles he works on for
Oh, dude.
people, and he's
Oh,
not
absolutely.
getting paid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
In a driveway where it's cold? So,
Right.
I'm out, Frank. You're the man.
And speaking
well,
of
you know what? At this point, my season for working in the driveway is done. We're getting snow tomorrow, so
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
about it.
hey,
I'm basically done until the spring now.
Hey, Frank, I got a
um,
heated garage.
I know, but the last time you told me that, you said it might be broken, so I don't know.
Wait, what? The garage or the heater?
Oh, the heater.
And the Jeeps that are parked in it.
Yeah, right. They're all broken.
The Jeeps will always be
No, the
broken. I'm
heater.
not
The heater
concerned
works
about
now, and I actually made some more environmentally friendly upgrades to the garage
Yeah,
to
so
help
it's
keep the heat in
insulated
and
better.
cold out.
Yep.
that. Very
So-
nice. Very
so
nice.
Frank,
I will be by at one point, Billy.
Absolutely, more than welcome.
That's an awesome build. And, Don, I don't want to tell you to,
Do you want me to cut? I'll do it next week. I'll call in.
No, everybody's gotten it shortened. So I'm just saying,
You're not cutting me down, buddy.
I'm cutting
I'm
you down.
not. I'm not stopping.
I hold the power.
This truck's a trucking.
All right.
I'll go on
I got-
Facebook
if
Live
Dom's
myself.
starting, I gotta
These
go
boots
get
are made for
another-
walking, and they're gonna walk all over this show.
All right. Tell me what you got with your JK, buddy.
All right, so I want everybody out there to close their eyes. If you're driving, pull over. I want everybody to share this dream with me. Okay, so
This is a weird place.
so here's the deal. When I thought, what do I want? Now, everybody knows I'm a little bit of a motorhead. I like wheeling, and wheeling is a little bit different, or used to be.
Wait, you didn't do a motor swap, but you got as much freaking power out
Just
of that
give me a second.
3.6,
No, I
didn't
did a
you?
motor swap. I
Okay.
did. I could.
That's
So-
fine.
Here's the deal. I needed, like, the new thing in wheeling is we're starting to see some high horsepower rigs they'll perform on the street.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted a Jeep that would wheel, like, I wanted to be able to tear up
Know what you're gonna
blacks,
say.
maybe hit a red or two, and I want to hit the Hoonigan burn yard and just blow off a set of tires.
You want to be able to lift a tire off the line.
I want to be at the
Yep.
Hoonigan burn yard just throwing lugs off the tires. So here we go. 2018 JKU, my
Okay.
Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your
Right.
Jeep.
Same color, Rhino, Sport, no options because we're going to keep it light. And then what I did was I did half doors, Mopar half
Mhm.
doors.
Sharp.
Cool.
I chopped and raked the windshield on it for look. I took an inch
Ooh.
out of it and laid the windshield back 8 degrees.
I like that.
Yep.
Huh.
And that
Roll-
helps with cracking
Bolt on, huh?
windshields.
Yeah,
Yep.
which
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to get mine
You
fixed.
need to get yours fixed.
So then I got a Genrite full roll cage, and then chopped.
Wait,
the
that's
roll
not bolt in, is it?
the Genrite
I was
actually
gonna
is.
say,
yeah,
yeah.
Gen right.
We
Okay.
threw a bolt on out a while ago,
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah, really.
And
Billy.
motor swaps.
The A-pillar option roll cage. I'm sorry, not the. So it's the A-pillar option roll cage from Genrite,
Mhm.
which is a full roll cage, goes all the way down to the floors and
Oh,
ties
wow.
into the frame on
Bolts in
the
the frame. Yeah.
on the mounts. Right.
We'd weld it.
Yeah, we would. Aluminum dash. The other one weighs too much. Get rid of
Get
it.
rid of
Yeah.
all that plastic.
Welding
and stuff.
grab handles because you guys
Dude,
are going to need
Genrite's
something.
aluminum dash is awesome.
Hell yeah, it is. And center console. So center console's part of
Yeah,
that too.
It looks, yeah.
Welding grab handles because you guys are going to need something to hold on.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, with 9,000 horsepower.
So I put dome lights in it in case we're doing donuts at night and Billy throws up, so we can see to
we
clean
can
the vomit
see-
up. Yeah.
You can see the vomit come out of my mouth.
Rear view mirror. So now I've got a windshield that's chopped and I've got a full roll cage. I went with, they have a 9-inch convex mirror that bolts onto the roll cage, rear view mirror.
Is that the Skosh?
Yes, it is a Scotia.
I want one of
actually.
them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one actually.
Soft top brackets, but then I need the. We'll get down to it then. Aluminum trail guard from.
By the way, we're gonna
Gen
post
Right.
this spreadsheet. So if anyone
Yeah,
wants
we'll-
to build,
seriously, I'll give it
post
to you guys.
We'll post it. Yeah.
Gen Right aluminum trail guard package from Gen Right. So it was a stubby bumper, the aluminum stubby bumper with the low pro winch guard. Not a real big Stinger fan. Swing tire carrier in the rear, and only going to clear coat it. All the Gen Right stuff is only getting clear coated, not painted.
so brushed aluminum.
Yep,
is
I
gonna
love
be
that
I love
finished.
that
Cool.
look. Yeah.
I like that.
Against your
Um,
gray, that would look really
yeah,
good.
Yeah. So
it'd be nice.
the steering column, if you go with the aluminum dash, you have to do a steering column. So I did the Gen Right steering column. Soft top brackets.
cha-ching.
Just we'll get to the price at the end. I hit the sum all key.
Yeah.
Took the computer a while.
That's why he had to
So-
do it in a spreadsheet so he could add all the
Yeah, that's
numbers
right.
up.
So let's see. The soft top. Actually, I would use the Twill soft top, the Mopar Twill soft top, but it would have to go to a upholstery shop
Because it has to be shortened.
It has to be shortened.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So you have to do a little
uh,
math and
yep.
trigonometry and algebra.
Yep.
And,
I'll pay somebody to do that.
Wait, you're not only shortening it up from the front, then you got to chop it down because
Yeah.
when
Yep.
you're doing that windshield
Yep.
back, you're lowering the.
A
Yeah,
squared
right.
plus
And-
B
and-
squared equals
right.
C squared.
Yeah,
You got
so
to
it's
figure
gonna be
that
shortened
out.
and chopped. Yeah, chopped and channeled as we call it in the street rod.
Pythagorean theorem.
That's it.
Old school street rod style.
That's right. Yeah. Seats, 4 Mastercraft Rubicons, black with black lunar heated seats.
I saw those on the trail today.
Did
Mastercraft?
Yeah, there was a
The
dude that
Rubicon Mastercraft?
there was a dude that had he was driving. He had a JL and it was doorless, and
you?
he had the,
Oh, I did see that guy.
yeah.
I didn't pay attention to the seats. I
The
probably
seats
just told
were
him
the
nice
seats
rig.
were the
I love
seats were
Mastercraft.
those. Yeah,
I
they were-
sat in a couple pairs of those over the years. They are comfortable.
yeah, and
Mine-
I,
And they hug you too.
yeah, they do.
My buggy seats are Mastercraft.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're Bajas, though,
Yeah.
I think. They're,
Yeah,
they're
that
like
was a-
Baja suspension seats.
Yeah, I think it's These aren't suspension, but they're pretty
lunar.
comfy. Harnesses, gonna need harnesses.
I was gonna.
Mastercraft 4-point
4-point.
harnesses, bolt in with the shoulder pads stitched in. Flooring, go with the full Armor Light system.
Oh,
Of course,
absolutely. Why
absolutely.
not?
Got to do
Yeah.
it. Now, engine.
Dude, that system that alone has made your rig dreamy.
yeah.
Having that flooring system
Just
in there.
yeah, about it.
Because
So-
Terry's like, what's the rest of this stuff?
It just went whoo, and you said flooring. All right, I'm in.
Cool.
Armor
So
Light.
when I thought about this, I'm like, I just don't want to hit the Hoonigan burn yard, but like, I want this thing to do 4-wheel drive donuts, like flat
Just like
spins. Yeah.
it's like center axis in the middle of the Jeep.
How am
just-
I going to do this and keep the weight down? Yeah, exactly. Well, here's how I'm going to do it. An L92, okay, that's a Gen 4 6.2 liter variable valve timing kit. Comes with the custom weldable headers. And they'll do a custom RPM Extreme will do a custom ECM tune for you, which they're going to need to do because it's getting a Lingenfelter cam, stage 3 cam. Lift was like 720 and the duration was like, I don't know. It was, well, the center line, which
Right.
that's what gives you the lope in
Yeah.
the cam. Lope starts at 112. It was like a 116 center line.
Wow.
So you're cutting the weight of the engine in half.
Well, because it's an aluminum block.
Yeah.
The L92 is
right.
an aluminum block, so
Yeah.
it won't weigh any more than the 3.6 liter. I'll port and polish the heads. We'll
Right,
save a
yeah.
couple bucks. I got the stuff to do that.
Wait, dream build. You don't need to save a couple bucks.
I know, but I like doing that stuff. Magnuson
Nerd.
TVX 2650, Radix supercharger with the underdrive pulley on it. Texas Speeds 50-pound fuel injectors, MSD coil blasters.
No longer able to run pump gas.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
So
see when I get it
90
together.
93
at least. Yeah.
Minimum.
So
Jet fuel.
Probably
now,
E85.
the other thing that's
110,
cool when stuff's
110.
at the Hoonigan burn yard is when it's shooting flames out the exhaust. I can't have it going all the way back and doing that.
So
I
it
put-
needs to come right out.
No, it's got fender cuts on it with
Straight
electronic
out the-
dumps. Yeah, absolutely. Jegs 3-inch dual dumps on
This
it.
thing is gonna be so loud.
ARP bolts, because I did my homework. So the 6.2 liter will hold up to about 1,200 horsepower in the bottom end with ARP bolts, and it's going to be that 12 to 1,500 horsepower mark.
It's going to be warping frames.
Dry sump solutions oil pan for when we are on that trail, and I
So
got
you
it
never
standing
have-
on the tailgate.
Right.
It's
You
not-
never have
yeah.
to worry about losing oil.
Right.
Yeah.
Performance built transmission. So the company's actually called Performance Built. It's a 4L80E.
Mm-hmm. That can hold the 1,500 horsepower.
It's good for
that's gonna
1,200
Right,
horsepower.
right.
Okay.
So
So he has to
1,500.
tune
Right.
the engine back a little bit.
I'm not gonna though. We'll just chance it.
We'll be
Nothing cooler
swapping
than
those
spraying
out
oil.
every 6 months.
snapped another input shaft.
Did that case just shear in half? Yes, it did.
What's a giant crack down the side of it? What's this fluid leaking out of it? Just send it.
Planetary gears and tree branches. It's good stuff. So the shifter, gonna do a shifter on it. It's an Outlaw 450 shifter.
Okay.
For it's like a ratchet shifter. It's for off road. Yep.
Yeah.
Atlas Pro 4 Speed, actually exact same thing you're running. So the 272 4-to-1 gives me a 10-to-1 crawl ratio. But since I'll have 3 times the amount of horsepower you do, I'm crawling a lot faster.
I was just looking to crawl at a half a mile an hour,
No.
if that.
No, he's hitting a quarter mile.
He's hitting the quarter mile at
Yeah.
Jeez.
I want to
He's
run it
crawling
in
at
4 high
30.
in the quarter mile. So
Yeah.
shifter for the transfer case, because you're
a
going to need
6-second Jeep.
Atlas Universal shifter, twin stick shifter. Axles going to do 48 E-Locker Dana Super 60s, front and rear.
Hold on. Did you see that Dynatrack came out with a front Dana 80
Yeah.
this year?
That's a little too big. Remember we want to keep the weight down on this?
Oh yeah, because you can't spin it if
Right.
it's heavy.
And they're built. They got the 1510s in the So yeah. Tom Woods. Now here's the rear dry shaft with that transfer case and the
You
60.
need to have
1350 is the biggest dry shaft.
That's what's in my buggy is
Yeah.
1350s.
The front you can run a 1400. Not sure why that is, but that's Tom Woods 1400 in the front, 1350 in the rear. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
Suspension. I'm gonna go with.
He'll just have yokes and U-joints sitting in his glove box. Time to swap another one in.
So suspension. I'm all about Evo. I dig the Evo suspension systems. I'm gonna do an Evo double throwdown, and so the story behind the Evo double throwdown was that Mel Wade created that for his Ultra buggy, for his Ultra Jeep. And you can do 120 miles an hour across the desert with it. It'll suck it up. The name double throwdown comes from, it's actually
push
2 sets
rod.
it's cantilever style, but 2 shocks per wheel. So it'll soak stuff up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wheels, Raceline Avengers. It's a
Okay.
beadlock. I'm
Yeah.
going to need them to hold it on there while I'm doing 200 mile an hour donuts at the Hoonigan Burn Yard. Yokohama Geolanders XMT 40 by 13.5 17ths, because I was going to go
You
with
want
the
that
BFG.
narrow?
No, I was going to go with the BFG stickies, but the problem is they're super expensive. If I'm burning them off every other day,
You're gonna,
he's
he's not going to
gonna be
need
going
one
to
spare.
Walmart to
He's going to need
540
5
inch tires.
spares.
right. Gonna need some steering stuff, so I did the XD2 PSC Big Bore with Ram Assist, and the GenRight High Steer Kit.
So no full hydro with an orbital?
Now I would do the
So
this
you
is
want it
this
still
is with the
drive-
Ram Assist. Yeah,
drivability.
yeah, right,
Okay.
right. And I want some road fuel on it too, because again, when I'm at the
Road
burn yard,
at
Yeah.
300 miles an hour.
There is no
So-
road fuel at 300 miles an hour.
electronics, we'll do GMRS radio, because as I'm pulling away from everybody on the highway, doing
You wanna be able to
140
tell
mile an
them.
hour pulls.
He still wants to be able to get everybody 12
Right.
miles back.
So I went with the
Yippee-ki-yay!
rugged 45 watt GMRS.
motherfuckers!
I want a headset. I think
Yeah.
headsets are badass.
Yeah.
When
No.
you're bouncing off of rocks and stuff.
I've
So-
been looking into
so
that, actually.
wireless headset, CB radio. I just did a United Bearcat with wireless mic. Head unit. I actually this is what I did. I did a waterproof Fusion AV650. It's a Bluetooth unit like what's in yours.
Yeah, so I have
the
the SSV Works.
right.
Which is a marine grade.
That's what this is. Marine
Yeah.
grade. It's 70
Basically,
watts
any
by
of them
4
are
channels. I don't
awesome.
want to run an amp. 4 kicker KMTD C65 pods.
Yeah.
XWTC. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So
Lots of
We
letters.
talked
you know,
about that.
Gauges. I'm going to run the IQ3 race pack, which is what you see like on Street Outlaws and stuff. A lot of those guys, it's just like a half moon, 1 gauge sort of LCD display.
Oh, okay.
Accessories. I don't want any manual switches in this, so I went to the S-Pod touchscreen and the Bantmax S-Pod controller, and I can do.
It's
gives
all
me
touch
8
control.
It's all touch control.
And doesn't that run a Bluetooth app as well?
You
that
can,
you can
yes.
run on your phone or iPad. Yeah.
Yep. Headlights. Just going to do the LCD, LED
He's going with
Mopars.
straight up Mopars.
Yep. KC light bar with Gravity Pro lights in it.
$2 million rig. That is stock
Quadratech
headlights.
undercarriage lights, which happens to be the cheapest thing on the rig. And the grand total for this. Now, if there
Drum
were,
roll, please.
listen to me. If there was a Make-A-Wish Foundation for middle-aged men who are perfectly healthy,
Sounds like a
living a
crisis.
good financial middle class, upper middle class
Yeah.
lifestyle, if there's one out there, I'm asking for $144,821. I'll build it. That's just parts.
It's just parts of the Jeep.
You can open your eyes now. We're done.
All right, so I'm going to be honest. The rig that I built is probably around the range of $40,000 to $50,000.
Yeah.
Like buying all the parts off the rack.
Yeah.
Around there.
Mine was around 75, including the new Jeep.
So what is this
We're
telling us?
over
Go
here.
older?
Go older.
If you
Well,
want to.
Well, no, he's going to JK. They don't even make JKs anymore.
No,
He's just
they
going
don't.
to take his. Matter of fact, his is already apart, ready
I
to
have
go.
to find one that doesn't have rust.
Yeah,
You
right.
realize that Terry, Billy, and my build costs just about the same.
Yeah, if you add all of our add all of them together.
True.
You guys said dream build. I mean, this is the stuff dreams are made of.
Yeah.
I was like,
So give me the cost again on that. How much?
$144,000. Okay, this is just parts. There's no labor. I'm going to build this. $144,821.88 plus tax and shipping.
Right.
Which the shipping on all this is
Probably
like
$10,000.
probably $10,000 to $15,000.
No, dude. Those manufacturers are going. He's buying that. I
don't care.
I
Free
don't-
shipping.
Free shipping. They're throwing in the shipping.
Wait, hold on. He probably has to buy a shop to do all this in because he can't ship all this stuff to his house because it's not a commercial address.
and when he does, he's not going to be able to put it together in his garage.
fit.
It won't
it
fit.
won't
No.
fit. So he needs to buy a shop.
He needs to buy a shop.
So add another $60,000 on top of that to build
The new garage.
the
out
new
back.
garage
yeah.
that he's going to put on.
Alias's new home.
Yeah.
So right now, you could buy a Ferrari for that.
And hell with the Ferrari. Ain't going to shoot flames out the fenders like that is. I
You
mean, I
can
want
buy-
those blue
You
ones
buy
that
an
come out like
invented
a,
door for that kind of
I
money.
know, right? I love, dude. I give you a simple task, and you
fucked it up, didn't I?
Absolutely.
well, you made us all look like simpletons to start with.
Well, I mean, my rig's no simpleton.
No, well, neither is my JT that I'm building.
Yeah.
But compared to this, I mean, it's
I just didn't go with high horsepower.
yeah,
There's no contest here. I mean, there really is no contest.
yeah. Mine would win. There's no contest because I
Yeah,
control the editing.
Going
button.
past the cop as we drive down the road. That is the only thing that it would win at because we'd all get arrested at this point.
That's true. That's true. No, I love that we did this.
As keep in mind, mine actually exists.
Yeah.
And mine is going to be
mine
a
does
dream
too.
forever at that price, unless there's a Make-A-Wish Foundation for middle-aged men
Middle-aged
who are
men.
living perfectly fine, healthy.
healthy.
Right.
Yeah, there's not one of those.
No, so
No.
it's going to stay a dream.
We're gonna
Cheapest.
So
thing,
if you want to
Quadratech rock
if you want to help
lights.
us out with the Jeep Life podcast, our Patreon.
And you have like random $160,000.
GoFundMe page for $144,800.
There's nothing right about any of this.
I think at that point, like you start buying that much amount of stuff, they're
Yeah.
gonna start giving you discounts.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So be like, oh, you're gonna buy these.
I'll pull the
axles?
Jeep Life
Sure.
podcast
What-
card out.
all the Gen Right stuff that he's got. If he's getting all that Gen
Gen
Right
Rig's
they're
stuff,
gonna
badass
slap
shit.
all the stickers they can on
Oh
that.
no. That's
Absolutely.
the one thing I didn't put in that I wanted to.
Yeah.
It slipped my mind. It's getting a Jeep Life wrap.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what's that,
On
like
top of that-
$1,000 or
Yeah,
something?
another
You know,
$1,000.
Yeah.
On that.
Or
So
like
150
$20,000 or
145,000 now.
145.
And I will donate
We'll round up.
to anytime somebody raises $5,000 for a local animal shelter. I'll burn the tires off in the parking lot.
Oh hell
Oh yeah,
yeah!
just right in the parking lot.
That's
of
like my
the-
favorite.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
I'm an animal person, so yeah,
Yeah,
Don't-
let's do it.
Roast
Don't
smoke 'em.
lie, Don. You'll burn the tires off going to Walmart.
I'll burn the tires off for
Just
free.
for the house.
Let's be honest.
Man, what a I'm glad we did this. I'm slightly embarrassed at how little effort I put into it comparatively, I guess, saying.
Now you know why I couldn't go wheeling today.
I know,
So,
right? Yeah.
so half of these Jeeps exist.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, somewhat exist. I don't have rear steer,
Right.
basically.
But most
Mine
do.
exists. It's just missing everything.
No, not everything.
No, there's nothing.
You got a tub
That's true. That's all that there is. Everything else would be
That's
going in
about
the
it.
frame.
Yeah.
and the frame. Well, no, probably at 1,500 horsepower, you're gonna have to build a
I'm
new
going to
frame
give it a
anyway.
shot and see what happens.
All right.
All right, so he's gonna put the weld 1/4-inch plate on both sides, underneath and on top.
And on top.
And there goes all your weight savings.
Yeah, right.
If you have a dream build that you would like for us to take a look at, where can people do that?
Well, everyone, I want you to head over first to our Facebook page. And for everyone out there on our Facebook Live, thank you for joining us tonight on our season finale. If not, head over to our Facebook page, hit that like, hit that subscribe, follow, any of those buttons. You know, all these social medias have different buttons to push. But smash that button. And, you know, it helps us out. It gives us a lot of energy to keep doing this. And then
Throw some reviews.
Throw some reviews too. Just post it up right on Say Something. You know, they got that little bar that says Say Something. Yeah,
Yeah.
say it right there. Tell us how awesome we are. But after that, head over to our Instagram page, Jeep Life Pod, where you're going to get the most up-to-date photos, which I got a bunch of photos to post from today. Stay up to date with our photos of what we're doing, where we're at, how we're living that Jeep life. And then obviously head over to our YouTube page, which we have a awesome giveaway going on right now. So once we hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to have a raffle/giveaway that we're going to take all of our YouTube subscribers, put them in a hat, and say, we're going to pick one. And you're going to get an awesome Jeep Life podcast swag bag in the mail from us, which there's going to be some awesome goodies in there. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on our YouTube page. And finally, head over to our website.
Oh, yeah, the website
is jeeplifepodcast.com, where you're going to find our articles, episodes, links to our swag page, which is awesomely put on by Shattered Dream Designs. So make sure you head over to our Shattered Dream Designs page as well. Buy a t-shirt, help us out. You know, this isn't free for us, at least. Everyone out there, you know, it's awesome doing this. We love doing it.
Yeah.
We love living the Jeep life. And
we do. And, you know, Shattered Dream Design is actually doing a contest through January 31st. Everybody that buys $10 or more, so every $10 that you spend on a Shattered Dream Design website, including ours,
right,
you get entered in a raffle for
which, awesomely enough,
a gaming machine.
Jeep Club just opened a Shattered Dream Designs Club
I know.
page as
That's
well.
awesome. Man, I got to tell you, listeners, I'm going to talk to you for just a minute. We couldn't do what we do without you. Thank you so much for an amazing first season. This has been crazy. It's been a load of fun, interacting with people, meeting people out on the trail, hanging out with some of my favorite people, even you, Frank.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, and just living that Jeep life. And it doesn't have to be hardcore rock crawling. It doesn't have to be sitting in a mud. It could be driving your Jeep and just you giving out that wave.
Hoonigan burn yard.
Or that.
or burning tires. But you know, it's living that life and enjoying yourself.
Hold on. Wait, Don. Is that 1,500 horsepower at the crank or 1,500 horsepower at the wheels?
It'd be 1,500 at the crank.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you got to above that. You got to get into some serious bottom end.
Sorry.
And anyway, Thank you for
Going over
tuning in and
horsepower.
being a part of our Jeep life. And here's a big Jeep wave to you, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks.
Thank you.
Was he on YouTube or Facebook?
I'm not sure which he is planning on uploading, so it's probably
Man, what an awesome show.
Wow, that was awesome. So much fun.
All right. Thanks for everybody for tuning in to Facebook Live and hanging out with us all this time. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Woo!
And we'll see you next
Night,
year.
everybody.
See you next
later.
season.
Frank, thanks, man. You rock. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks,
having me
Frank.
on again.
And come put my lights in and
Listen,
finish that job.
I got to do Amy's lights because that's what she's getting for Christmas. So
Who's more
when
important?
I figure out a better mounting solution, I'll redo yours and I'll hook them up right.
All right, perfect.
Hey, Frank, if you need some help, we can do it in my garage.
All right. Yeah, I might take you up on that offer. Oh, did you need to upload the last video also?
Oh, I didn't even know. Text me whenever you upload. Just text me too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Check the Dropbox.
Will
It's,
do.
well, there's a little bit of a surprise in it. Terry, did you see the video, Terry?
I haven't yet. No.
Okay, we'll watch
We'll
Okay.
watch it.
All right.
All right.
it. Cool.
Good night,
I'm
everybody.
out, guys.
Night.
Good night.